In the Alexandra Palace at the World Darts Championship 2020 with the one and only Hawaii 501, Wayne Mardle. Wayne, what a crazy tournament it's been so far. I mean, I was thinking about how to get into this interview, how to start it, with what highlights should we get into it, but there were so many, right?
Yeah, there's been loads. We've seen favourites get beaten, get annihilated like Rob Cross. We've seen Fallon Sherrock set the tournament alight with two brilliant performances, and the way she finished against Mencia Sulovic was incredible, and I didn't think she could beat the likes of Mencia, one of the world's very, very best players, but she proved that she could, and now Chris Dobie must be thinking, it's my turn to get beaten. Look, there's been so many stories, so many comebacks, so many players that have led and look comfortable, and a couple of legs later they look uncomfortable. I'm not going to say it's a tournament of shocks, but it's been a tournament of don't think that someone winning is necessarily going to win. We've seen too many comebacks for that.
Well, obviously, I mean, but the key factor of her wins really were that it wasn't like the lads that she was played badly. She was playing really good, and especially her finishing was spot on.
The standard that Fallon Sherrock has performed to is one that we'd expect from, say, a top 32 man. What we're trying to do is get away from Fallon being a lady, but we can't. We can't, because it's all new. Hold on now. We know she's a brilliant darts player, but it's she is. And we can't really forget that. She's making inroads into women's sport, not just darts. She's putting it there. It's like right out there now, and the coverage, the media coverage, the social media coverage that her two wins have got are because she's performed so well. She's not beat men that have not played very well here. She's beat players that have acquitted themselves very well, but just not been good enough. Her finishing is what's got her through. But that's because of her composure. She's held herself together when the two men that she's beat haven't.
Were you surprised that she was able to handle all that media attention that well? Because it was completely new for her, and all of a sudden it was like maybe like no other player has ever experienced it.
I'm still surprised. I know Fallon Sherrock. We worked together doing a lot of demonstrations, doing corporate exhibitions, and you're at some as well, aren't you? He's lucky. And she's always shy. She's shy. If there's something going on, she'd prefer to just be away from it. So being thrust into the limelight, and with all the cameras and lights aiming at her, and she's relished it. She looks like she's enjoying it. And to do that and then perform again, like she did against Mencia, full credit to her, yeah. It's not easy for anyone, let alone someone that's just coming into top echelon sport.
I mean, the new nickname is well deserved, isn't it? Whoever's come up with that one.
Yeah, is it the Queen of the Palace?
Queen of the Palace.
Superb.
It doesn't get any better.
It does not. I don't know what mine would be if it wasn't Hawaii 501, but it certainly wouldn't be king of something, I can assure you.
Mervyn would have to say something
Yeah,
about
of
that.
course.
If we're talking about sensations at the World Championships, so we have to mention our German player, Nico Kurz. I mean, have you ever seen someone making his debut at the Alexandra Palace with an average of 96 and looking as comfortable as he did?
He's playing very, very well. He's looking confident. He's looking cool. Under pressure, he's doing a good job. I watched him play in the German Darts Masters when he beat Gary Anderson, then lost to Peter Wright. Played to a 95 average both times there, and he's playing to a 95 again. It seems like that the 95, 96 average he's kind of ceiling right now. So if he can get over that, then you may have another star on your hands. 95 may win. 95, I'm not going to say win the event, but 95 may push him further and further into the event. If his ceiling, if his A game can become slightly better, then he's definitely got the action that he can replicate time and time again. It's just this. That's all he does. He doesn't move. He's a man of 22. He's got growth in his game and as a human being as well. There's no negatives around Nico Kurz, and he has got the composure under pressure. That's what you need. If you haven't got that, then you won't get anywhere, and he has got it. I'm looking forward to watching him grow as a human being over the next few years. Exciting times.
A new German star, possibly so far, the big German star has been Max Hopp. He got eliminated today how would you assess his performance?
I think there was times when there was one failing, and that's missing under pressure. Every time I was watching him throw under pressure at doubles or trebles, he looked edgy to me. During at the start of a leg, 140, 180, whatever it was, or 140, 140, fine. The nearer he got to winning a leg, the more edgy he became. And Darius Labanauskas took his chances and was just that little bit more consistent than Max. Max has been known as one of the straightest throwers at the 20 or the 19s in recent years, and he still is. He still is, but he's got to hit more trebles. He's got to group the darts better. I think, along with Nico and Gabriel Clemens and Martin Schindler's playing well, you know. Not here, he didn't qualify. Nico beat him in the qualifiers. But I think he's playing better now. And so it's exciting times, but with Max Hopp, he's definitely got to be able to group the darts better. Once you're at 60 in, you want to just keep following it, like Gabriel Clemens does and like Nico Kurz does. I've missed a double 12 for a 9. Excruciating.
Definitely was. I mean, you mentioned that he's got to improve the grouping of his darts. I mean, you're into that now. Darts education, let's call it, dart in school. What kind of tip, what kind of hint would you give to someone to practice that?
You have to have a rhythm. To group the dart, to throw well, you need rhythm and routine. A rhythm means that you're throwing, say the first dart goes in the 60, you're throwing an identical dart into the same area. You're releasing at the same point, you're throwing it the same. Sometimes Max can go high and low. That's just releasing the dart, say there, and then the next one there. That's the difference. Needs to release the dart at the same time, there every single time. That's why the best players, you know, when Michael van Gerwen, it's a treble 20, you don't see them then go high dart, low dart. They just clatter against each other and go in. It's all about replication of the throw. You need to do the same time and time again. Max has too many varied release points, and that's his undoing right now. He's still so straight. If he can hit one more treble every 6 darts, wow, that would give him such a chance.
Most definitely. I mean, we know that you even changed your throw a little bit from when you were playing professionally.
Yeah, I actually, this is going to sound ridiculous. Since I've stopped playing professional darts, I'm probably a better player, but I don't want to compete. You know, I keep going on about composure under pressure. I have none. Right? I have absolutely zero. So that's why I don't want to play. But the way I actually play, my method of playing is way better than when I was world number 2 or 3. It's incredible, but it's work. I've worked hard at it, and you've got to work hard at it, otherwise you won't get better. But yeah, like I said, under pressure, I'm not your man.
But yeah, you're certainly the man to do entertaining things under pressure.
No, darts is an entertaining sport, and I believe that just men throwing at a target like that, 17 centimetres in diameter, or 17 inches in diameter, with a little treble there or a bullseye, can be a bit boring. So we are the show, and people have paid good money, whether they come to the exhibitions in Germany, which are 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, sometimes way bigger than that. We're there to entertain, and hopefully they have a great night because of people like me and Phil Taylor and Michael van Gerwen. We're there to entertain them, and hopefully they enjoy it.
Well, so far it's certainly been great entertainment. You're obviously going to be there at a lot of galas actually next year in Germany.
Yeah, nearly all of them.
Nearly all of them. So you should come and check that out. It's amazing. He does crazy stuff, entertaining stuff. Love working with the man. And Fallon Sherrock is going to be there as well, a couple of them, maybe even a couple or more, you know. So she's going to be in Neu-Ulm, she's going to be in Magdeburg, she's going to be in Oberhausen, that's right, and she's going to be in Saarbrücken. So I think you're seeing her at 2 of them. Yeah,
I've already asked the organisers, Werner and Jason Tame, who are organising the event. Can you please make sure that Fallon plays someone else? I fear playing Fallon. Not because she's a lady, because she's brilliant.
Yeah, she certainly is, yeah. I mean, you've been at a couple of the galas now. If you would have to tell the people what it's like, because some people, you wouldn't believe it, have not been there yet. I mean...
Yeah. Why are you not there? Why have you not been? What's happening? I would describe them as TV events with interaction with the players during the game. it is quite possible that, and especially me personally, when I'm at 180, I kind of run off the stage and give high fives to everyone. We'll have chats after and maybe before the game, so we get a chance to interact, and that's the way it should be. Darting entertainment.
Darting entertainment, and we all want to see you there at our darts gala. It's going to be fantastic. Wayne, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you, guys.